Yo! What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another MLB 21 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. In today's video, we're going to talk about how you can upgrade any card in the game for free. You did not hear me incorrectly. There's a new system in Diamond Dynasty this year called Parallels, and I think it's a fantastic addition to the game mode in general. It really helps out no money spent players, and it's just overall a great idea. So for this video, we're going to remove the face cam because there's a lot of things. MLB The Show has a lot of different layouts, and it's hard to get the face cam in the right spot on certain screens. So we're going to remove the face cam. I want to show you guys how to parallel these players. Let's get right on into it. And of course, if you guys are new here, if you're looking for tips on Diamond Dynasty, how to make stubs, how to build a better team, how to just overall understand this game mode better, because I know there's a lot of new people out here, thank you for checking out my second channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to my first one for Madden videos, but if you want more Diamond Dynasty content, make sure you guys subscribe to this channel that you're at right here. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for all the support, guys. I'm really enjoying the game. We're going to continue to put out videos and help you guys out. So let's talk about paralleling. Now, I'm going to show you a couple different screens here, but we are in the Manage Squad screen, so this is my team, and I know we're not totally zoomed in, right, but if you look at Nolan Arenado, my third baseman, and if you look at my guy Stan the Man Musial, which is my first baseman, you're going to notice in the bottom left part, they have like a Roman numeral 1. So these cards that are actually paralleled up, and we're going to use Nolan for an example first, then I'll show you a card that's not paralleled, and then I'll show you a bunch of stuff. You're going to be very well understanding about this and what you need to do and how to do it and all that good stuff by the end of this video. And if it helps you out, guys, make sure you go ahead and click that thumbs up on the video. I'd appreciate all the support. Let's get this video to 100 likes. I think we can do it. And thank you guys to all of you that do click that thumbs up. All right. So we're going to pull up Nolan's card here. And when we're on the card in this screen, or pretty much any screen in the game, all you got to do is hit triangle or Y on Xbox. And that's going to pull up kind of like the player card. This is everything you need to know about the card. Okay. Now, again, you see that Roman numeral 1 on the bottom left part of his card art. And also you might notice those numbers, and I'll explain those in a moment, but it's 3,762 out of 4,010, okay? Now on this screen, all you got to do is hit R1 on PlayStation or right bumper on Xbox, and it's going to bring you to the parallel screen. Now this is very full of information, and I totally get that it can be confusing, but I'm here to break it down. So tier number 1 is a green parallel, and you can move through the parallels with R2 or right trigger on Xbox. Number 2 is an orange parallel, 3 is purple parallel, 4 is red parallel, and 5 is superfractor parallel. Now, I'm going to kind of work our way from left to right and what everything on the screen means. The second number on the right-hand side, so well, let me start over here. The first number, the 3,762, that means that I am the 3,762nd person in all of MLB The Show to get Nolan Arenado to a number 1 green parallel. The 4010 is the current number of people that have done it. Now, if we move to number 2, I have not achieved that yet. That's why it has a 0, but it's saying currently 17,009 people have done it. Now, if we move to the third one, 319 people have done it. If we move to the fourth, only 47 people have done it. And if we move to the fifth, nobody has unlocked this parallel. Can you be the first? I'm not going to be the first, but I'm going to get to the fifth one for sure. Now, also, as we move along these, look at what it says under those numbers. +1 to all attributes or attributes, +2, +3, +4, and +5. So what this means is that I can potentially upgrade or boost this card +5 to all attributes, which basically is +5 to his overall, right? And that is going to make this card better, and it costs me no stubs. All I got to do is literally play the game, and you can do this to any card. I'm going to go to a bronze card, Odor. We go R1 to parallels, and we take a look. Now, I haven't boosted him yet, and we're going to use the screen a moment to explain how to do it, but you can even do this on, whoops, wrong button here. You can even do this on a bronze card. And look, there are 3 people in the world that got this bronze card to a purple parallel, okay? Let's go back to Nolan here, and we're going to show you how to do it with pictures as well, because it's a little bit different. Earlier I said we're going to work from left to right on your screen, but I want to bring your attention to the far right now where it says unlock parallels. This is a better description than what I've probably said so far, but it says parallel players have boosted attributes and a special visual effect applied to their card. Can you be the first to reach 10,000 PXP and discover the superfractor parallel? So that's what we talked about. Now, how do you do this? So if you look under the word Diamond Dynasty, so we got attributes, parallels, Diamond Dynasty, look directly under that. That tells me my current PXP for Nolan Arenado is at 554. Now, you also may notice next to that, at tier 1, you need 500. So I surpassed that, obviously, right? That's why we hit tier 1. The next goal is 1250. Once we get to that, we get to tier 2, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 for 3, 4, and 5. So how do you earn the PXP? Well, if you look directly under that, all you got to do is play the game. Now, in ranked seasons, events, and battle royale, so that's basically any online type game mode, you actually get 1.5 times PXP. And then for single player modes like Conquest, versus CPU, extra innings, anything that doesn't have a second form of human interaction, you basically just get one-time PXP, okay? And the way that you can earn PXP is as follows. It's going to be different for pitchers, and we'll show you that in a moment. But you get 10 for every plate attempt, you get 20 for every triple, 5 for every RBI, 5 for every single, 20 for every home run, 5 for every stolen base, 10 for every double, 5 for every run, and 5 for every walk. So, you know, you play a game and you hit 5 home runs with your same player. I'm excluding the plate attempts and everything else. That's 100 PXP right there. So you can go into a very easy game mode and play it on the lowest difficulty and just farm home runs and stats and whatnot and really level up these players for free. Or you can just organically and naturally play the game like I've been doing, and eventually you're going to accumulate stats with every player. I mean, you get points just for plate attempts. You could get 0 hits and still earn PXP. It's not ideal, but you get the point, right? And you can just naturally play this game. It's going to track all of the stats for you, and we'll show you in a moment how you can see those stats every game and from game to game. But naturally, you're just upgrading your players by simply using them. I think that's a great idea and a great feature. So now let me just show you a player that I haven't fully leveled up yet. We'll go to Trevor's story here. We're going to hit triangle, or again, Y on Xbox. We go over to parallels. And as you can see with Trevor, we have 442 PXP. So we haven't hit that 500 threshold, but we're pretty close to it. And once we do, we're going to hit that green parallel, number 1. We're going to get +1 to all of his stats. And right now, 6,493 people have done it. So we'll be in the, under 7,000 range. And again, if you move a little further here, nobody's hit 5 on him. 61 people have hit 4. I think it's really cool that it tracks this for you, and you can kind of have some sense of accomplishment, especially for those of you that, have done it really early on and have these early numbers on your cards. Now, all position players have the same factors when it comes to PXP. They have to do the same things. Plate attempts, singles, doubles, triples, home runs, all that stuff. But pitchers are a lot different. So I'm going to go over to my Pedro Martinez, because I will show you a card that I did parallel up and got to green parallel number 1, and that's Pedro. And as you can see, 50,000 people, almost 51,000 people have done this, and I was like in the 48,000s. And if you go all the way to 5, there's actually people that have parallel 5 this Pedro Martinez. So that's +5 to all attributes on his 88 overall card. Essentially, we're talking like 94, 95 overall cards. You can turn those cards into 99s, and they'll be endgame cards for you. You don't have to spend a single dollar, stub, whatever, to get there. I think it's a really cool idea. Is it going to make endgame cards happen a lot quicker? Yes, but I think with MLB The Show and Diamond Dynasty, they know their window. Their game is going to be most active at the end of Madden 21 and before Madden 22. So they're going to capitalize on their player window and give the people who are playing the game during that window really good cards. And I don't blame them for doing that. So with pitchers, same thing applies. 1.5 for head-to-head type games and 1.0 for computer-based games. But as you can see here, we got 20 for every inning pitched, 5 for a quality start, 10 for a complete game, 10 every win, 10 every save, 15 every shutout, 5 every strikeout, and 5 for every hold. So you can do this with starting pitchers. You can do this with, you know, mid-game relievers. You can do it with closers. There's a stat there that's going to compile for every type of pitcher, and once you get to that 500 threshold or that 1250, 3000, 5000, 10,000, you're going to rank them up. Simple enough, right? It happens for every card. Again, I showed you it works on bronze, diamond, gold, anybody, pitchers, catchers. Just doesn't work on coaches. That was a terrible, terrible dad joke. So to end the video, there's two more screens that I want to show you when it comes to paralleling, and this is what it looks like after you finish a game and you actually get a player upgraded. So I just finished up a Conquest game and we reached parallel, green parallel number 1 for this free Roberto Clemente. So he's now going to be bumped from an 85 to an 86. This is the screen, the confirmation that you get. So we're going to go ahead and hit circle and that will skip it. Now when you get to this screen, and this is something you're going to see at the end of every single game that you play, if you look at the top of the screen, there's rewards, progress, and parallel upgrades. If you hit R1 on PlayStation or right bumper on Xbox over 2 times, it's going to take you to this screen. And this is really cool, and I know my face cam's blocking a little bit of it, but it's basically showing your entire team and, you know, how many parallel XP they got in that particular game you just finished. So if you look at Andrew Miller, it gives me the innings pitched. I got a win with him. I got a strikeout. Plus 45. It shows you the progress and how far we are to green parallel 1 for him. If you go down and take a look at Trevor Story, remember I showed you him earlier in the video? We hit a home run with him in this last game. 2 plate appearances, 1 home run, 1 RBI. We got plus 55 PXP for that particular game. We are now 3 PXP away, basically 1 plate appearance away from getting him bumped up to a green parallel number 1. If you look at Nolan Arenado, 2 plate attempts, he got a 1 base, so a single. We got plus 27. We see that we got 81 out of a 750 before we get to the PXP number 2 to give us that green parallel 2, to give us that plus 2 to all attributes on the screen, or on the team, on the card. So this is a really, really helpful screen to see your progress, and it shows you everybody that you basically played within that game that you just played. Also, this works, we mentioned it earlier, but it works in like Battle Royale, so you can potentially upgrade or work towards upgrading cards that you don't even have on your team. When you play Showdown, when you play Battle Royale, those cards that you draft within that earn PXP, and then if you ever were to acquire those cards on your team, they will already have that PXP that you've earned associated with them. So I think that's really cool as well. So if there's like a really expensive card that's from a set reward, like just for example, you know, Chipper Jones or something, and David Ortiz, if you somehow get those in Battle Royale, you're earning PXP towards them, and then if you get that card a month or 2 months or 3 months down the road, you could possibly have it upgraded right away. So really cool stuff. If you got any questions about parallel upgrades in MLB The Show, feel free to leave it down below in the comment section. Hope I helped you guys out. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.